Olá, estamos iniciando o programa IAgora Entrevista, dedicado a explorar os caminhos e desafios para a educação brasileira com a inteligência artificial. E hoje temos a honra de receber Prateek Deshmukh, líder de inovação da Atal Innovation Mission do NITI Aayog, uma organização do Governo da Índia. É um prazer tê-lo conosco. Dr. Prateek, it's a pleasure to have you with us. Very much
Thank you.
welcome.
Thank you so much.
So I met Dr. Prateek when I was in my research visit to India, and he is responsible for a very, very large program in India, which is the Atal Tinkering Labs. And these are like around 10,000 maker labs that the students can learn robotics, AI, and a lot of different technologies. So Dr. Prateek, you were in charge of a very, very large and important project in India that you said to me that is outstanding and very important considering even the world. So based on your experience in innovation in your work with the Atal Innovation Mission, how do you see artificial intelligence contributing to the development of entrepreneurial skills for the students?
Okay. So first of all, thank you for inviting me. And so basically, we have been talking about AI for a long time now, but the real explosion happened after ChatGPT. So now we can see that AI is being experienced by even a common man, woman, even students are now using ChatGPT, Google Gemini, and so on. So, some of the important use cases that we see for artificial intelligence in terms of promoting the entrepreneurial skill set among the school students are that, firstly, our standard curriculum that we used to have, that was a one size fits all approach. Like a same curriculum is applied to all the students across the country. But with the help of AI, we can go for personalized learning through tailored curriculum. So we can actually teach what actually the student wants instead of just forcing upon a standard curriculum. Secondly, now we are considered data as the new oil. Uh, AI gives us the power to work around with lot of data. We can now actually understand what learning models are actually working and which models are having the maximum impact. So using AI, you can actually test these different learning models. And third is that AI is becoming a very critical to train our next generation leaders with specific skills so that they can uh, solve very complex problems. You know that on the world level, we are facing a lot of complex problems with which require very creative solutions, and AI is going to help our future leaders with this.
Very interesting. And maybe you could explain us a little bit more what is NITI Aayog and its role in building this India of the future, please, so that the people can understand what the government is doing in considering all these actions concerning education and the development entrepreneurial skills.
Sure. So I'll start from the beginning, right? At the top is the NITI Aayog. NITI Aayog is basically the policy think tank of Government of India. So it was given a mandate to create a culture of innovation and entrepreneurship across the country. So under NITI Aayog, a umbrella body was created called Atal Innovation Mission. Atal is basically an ex-Prime Minister of India, Mr. Atal Bihari Vajpayee. It is like in his honor, it was named Atal Tinkering Labs. These Atal Tinkering Labs focus on promoting innovation among school students. And we have similar such programs which are targeting startups and incubators and uh, different community innovators. So we have different programs, but I mostly deal with Atal Tinkering Labs, which has the mission of creating the culture of innovation and entrepreneurship among school students, especially. So it's an umbrella body which is trying to bring together all the initiatives that are happening to promote innovation under one body. So till now, we have set up 10,000 Atal Tinkering Labs across the country, and hopefully we are aiming for more, because even 10,000 is a small number for a country like India, where we have more than 2.5 lakhs, or like 0.25 million schools. So we have only covered 4% till now. So long way to go.
Oh, amazing. And tell us a little bit more, how are these labs designed so people can understand what are these labs that you have spread all over India? What do they have?
So basically, Atal Tinkering Labs are basically fab labs. It's a concept which was developed in MIT, Massachusetts Institute of Technology. So these are maker spaces which are established in schools. They have state-of-the-art technology and equipment, including 3D printers, electric circuits, mechanical tools, uh, digital tools, and the aim is to equip the students with 21st century skills such as creativity, innovation, and we teach them to use design thinking principles to solve community problems. So these students are motivated to look around their society, look around their school, their homes, identify some problem that they see, and using all this equipment and using design thinking principles, design a solution to solve that problem.
I remember that you mentioned that you have reached some very nice, interesting results from the students. Can you share with us some examples of what these Atal labs have created with the students and teachers?
Yes. So we have reached around 5, 6 years now since we established the first lab. And now we are actually seeing a lot of good results, including the patents being filed by students. Uh, to give you an example, the students are trying to solve local problems, which you or me may not even consider a problem. For example, in the state of Jammu and Kashmir, it's a very cold place. So they have an equipment called Bukhara, which which is used to give heat to homes. But at the night, if you keep that heat on, it burns oxygen and creates carbon monoxide. So these students created a carbon monoxide alarm that if that reaches above a certain level, it raises an alarm. Carbon monoxide poisoning is dangerous and even can lead to death. Now, maybe people staying in the cities may not relate to it, but the students there identified this as a problem and created a solution for that. So we have multiple such examples where students are coming up with very interesting solutions to a problem that we may not even acknowledge.
That's so interesting. Something else that I really appreciated on this project, it was the way that the government is like adding money to this, like in the beginning of the project, but the goal is that each lab would be self-sustainable in the future. And how do you think these labs will be self-sustainable in the future?
Yes. So when we started this program, the funding for the program was for 5 years. So basically, these labs were set up using government grants, which was for a period of 5 years. Now the question arose that what will happen after 5 years? So for that, one of the solution that we came up was clusterization of ATLs, which means that a single school may have problem running these labs, but when you create a community of 20 to 30 labs and you put them together in a group, firstly, there is peer-to-peer learning. Second, there is a problem of teacher getting transferred, so that knowledge does not get like there was a problem of the knowledge getting lost when the concerned teacher used to leave. But if you connect a community of 20, 30 teachers, even if 1 or 2 teachers get transferred, other teachers can help the new one get up to date with what exactly is Atal Tinkering Lab, how do you run the lab, because these skills what we are trying to teach are even new for the adults because they have just now come up. So the 21st century skills are even new for the teacher. So even they are learning, they are evolving. So it is important to keep them up to date. So that's why we came up with this concept of clusterization, where we will bring in 20, 30 schools, teachers, parents, local mentors, local passionate people who want to contribute to education, and the government officials. So all the ecosystem players will come together in a cluster. So this will ensure the sustainability and continuity of the program, even beyond the support that we are currently giving.
Marvelous, very, very smart. And you mentioned that you were training the teachers. So how are you training the teachers to use these thinking labs?
Yes. So we have created multiple learning modules with the help of the industry experts. For to give you an example, since we are talking about artificial intelligence, the artificial intelligence module was created with the support of NASSCOM. NASSCOM is basically a trade organization which has participation of all the technology companies that are existing in India. So that's a body that works with all of them. So we work with NASSCOM to develop this artificial intelligence module. Similarly, we have around more than 20 such learning modules focused on different technologies such as 3D printing, drone, space, Python, and etc. And we have created a teacher training activity book. It's a self-paced book. Like even if a teacher is not able to attend the sessions that we have organized for them, they have these self-guide books which they can follow at their own pace. And we do conduct physical as well as virtual teacher training sessions. After COVID, we had to improvise and start virtual teacher training sessions also. In a way, it was a boon also because we could now reach many more teachers than we could in physical workshops. So we are having these mixed form of teacher training workshops along with the self-paced uh, training portals for those who are not able to attend our workshops.
Congratulations, that's very nice and also very smart that you have different ways of training the teachers. But of course, you have also challenges in organizing and promoting the Atal labs. So could you please tell us how are the main challenges that you have identified in promoting this culture of innovation in education through AI and the labs?
Yeah, so I think the biggest challenge, I think, which the countries like India and even Brazil face is the huge income gap. And in India, we even have digital divide. Basically, the people who live in remote areas, they don't have access to that kind of physical infrastructure that students have in the cities, maybe. So, and AI can act as a two-edged sword. Like if if its benefits are not equitably distributed, it may further widen the gap. So it becomes very important that we ensure that these benefits are equitably distributed among all the sections of the society. So I think that is the biggest challenge that we face, even in terms of operationalizing these Atal Tinkering Labs, because in the remote areas, they face different kind of challenges, including electricity, including internet connectivity, and the students having to travel long distances to reach the schools. So these kind of infrastructure challenges are something that we want to focus on, and the digital revolution is certainly the way to go because it is not bound by any geography. So that is what our aim is, that to reach every corner of the country so that these benefits are these benefits reach them.
And this is really amazing. We face the same problems here, and that's very inspiring. That's why I'm inviting you and other Indian professors. So, because we also face the same problems, and congratulations for reaching many, many students. You have 5 times more schools, students, and teachers than we have in Brazil. So now we are facing the end of the first part of our program. O programa IAgora Entrevista vai fazer um breve intervalo e nós já voltamos. Fiquem conosco.